All right, let's talk about racks. Now, like I said before, a rack is a way to kind of group instruments, but there's a lot more you can do with it than just grouping instruments. So I'm going to drag just this instrument rack onto a new track. Okay, it's going to make a MIDI track with an instrument rack in it. Now, this is an empty rack. Okay, and that means basically exactly what it sounds like. It's like you've got a rack of stuff, you've got a rack of gear, but there's nothing in it, right? It's just a holder for it. So let's throw some other stuff in there. Let's go with presets. So let's go with an analog. Let's make a really crazy pad sound. So I'm going to go with a pad. Let's go with that one. So I'm going to drag that right into my rack. Okay. Now, what we have is what looks like just the instrument, right? This is the analog instrument, nothing fancy. We've got this extra little bar on the left and extra little bar on the right, but otherwise, everything's the same. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this button right here. This is going to show my chains. Okay, this is what's called a chain. Okay, so now that I can see the chain, I'm going to drag another instrument right to this chain area. Okay, now we have another chain. Okay, so here's our analog and here's our wavetable. Okay, now if I don't do anything else, then when I play my keyboard, both instruments are going to play, right? And I could add more. I could go to, let's say, let's grab an operator and let's go to more pad stuff. Cool, let's drag that in there. Let's grab another operator and drag that in there. Okay, now I've got 4 chains. And I play a note. Cool, I'm hearing all 4. Cool, pretty dense sound. Now, I've got some controls I can do right here for them. I can adjust the volume of each one, right? So I can say I want to hear this one louder than the other ones, and that's just fine. I can control the panning. I can say I want this one to be on the left, this one to be center, this one to be right, and this one to be center. Sure, let's bump those all the way just for fun. Cool. I can mute any channel, and I can solo any channel. Now we're only hearing the top one. Right? Cool. So what I've done is I've essentially grouped instruments because we're working on an instrument rack. This works with effects also. More on that in a minute. So this is cool. I've made an instrument that is a whole bunch of different instruments together. But we haven't really hit on the real power of the chain of the instrument rack yet. And for that, let's go to a new video because the real magic of a rack comes in the chain selector. Let's go to that now.